All right, we're on to lesson 2. So lesson 2, we're talking about local lead generating strategies and in person. And you might be like, what? That doesn't work for me. That's okay. It works for some people in the world right now, and some people it doesn't. Though, it's just different everywhere. But I built a lot of my business in person around tables with people. And so I know how to generate a lot of leads locally. So I'm going to show you how to do that. For those of you that are like, you know what? I would like to do that. I'm going to show you my introverted strategies for generating leads locally. But I'm also going to show you tomorrow or in the next training, right? Which is going to be the next 15 minutes. That's the training that's all about how to do it in online. So I did both, but I got my start doing it in person. And as an introvert that doesn't want to approach strangers, I never approach strangers. I can count probably 5 times that I did it. And I think only one time it was successful. Which is kind of funny. All right, so here we go. All right, so inside the workbook, one of the best things that I ever did was lead boxes. So what I did is I made 30 lead jars. It was a glass jar. It was 7 inches tall. And if you just go to Google and look up Michelle Cunningham lead jar video, you'll see, I'm going to just show it to you, lead jar video. There's a video, lead jars. Here it is. Okay, so this is my whole strategy here.
Hey,
So,
it's
whoa, that was really loud. Okay, so there's different ones that I made. And what I'll do is right below this video, I'm going to make sure that we share this link. So I will make sure that we share that. But hold on, I want to just show you the picture of me holding it. Where is it? These are the fruit and trays, chocolate trays. This is a great video. Okay, there's the jar. So I don't know if you can see that really well, but it's a glass jar from the dollar store with a sign that I made on Canva. We put tulle around it that we got at Michael's or at Amazon. It's a little shred in there. And we always put 3 fake leads in the bottom. We made them look clean, crisp, professional, not wonky, not silly. Because if you make it look silly and like a 3rd grader made it, then 3rd graders are going to enter it. So we made it look really classy. And it cost us about $1.50 to make these, maybe $1.60, but pretty inexpensive, right? And so we would then walk into businesses with these jars, right? And I'd go to like non-franchised hair salons. I'd go to nail salons, anywhere that women would frequent because women were my target audience, right? Dry cleaners, tanning salons, salad places. My best place was a salad and smoothie shop. Daycares, kid play areas, small mom and pop shops, right? Not franchise places were not always the best because they had a lot of rules. Sometimes the franchise restaurants would let you put them in their bathroom and pick them up 6 hours later. But the magic is what you said when you walked in. Just casual as can be, not overdressed, not overdone up, not with your company name tag, don't say your name when you walk in because they think you're selling it. Who's ever walked into a restaurant and been like, hi, my name is Michelle Cunningham. I'd like to eat at your restaurant. No, you don't do that. You're like, hi, table for 4. And then they're like, okay, what's your name? Michelle. Right? So don't mess up the normal flow. You just want to look like a customer who's rolling in, right? So I might go somewhere, get an ice cream. You don't even have to buy. You could just show up. Ice cream shop, you show up. Hey, is there any chance I could leave this here so people could enter to win? I own like a local business. Oh, yeah. I mean, just chill as can be. So that's how I would say it. Hey, can I leave this here so people can enter to win? Now, the introvert in me even hated that part. Like, I was like, I can't do it. I'm like, dude, get over yourself. Can you say one sentence? Yes, you can. Can you do this? Yes. So you need to take one sentence, walk in that building and walk out. And that's all you got to do. Okay. So, hi, can I leave this here so people can enter to win? Okay, cool. Right. And sometimes they would be like, well, what is it for? And then, oh, we're with this company. And it says it right here. I'm with this company. I'd say the name of the company. And we're giving away 10 free whatever. We did pampering sessions this month. Put in whatever, cooking sessions, online dating sessions. I don't know what you sell, but put that in there, right? So we made up these boxes so people can enter to win. Cool to leave it here? I'll be back in like a week to check on it. Chill. Chill is so good. It works. Now, here's how you can mess it up. You dress up, company name. Hi, I'm Michelle Cunningham with Unicorn Company. Hi. I was wondering, can I leave this here so people could enter to win from me? Don't do that. Okay. Tips to get more leads when putting out the lead boxes. Put 2 leads in the basket. Then it looks like several people have entered. Now, if you want to be a little more strategic, I did this so much, I would put my name and phone number on those because sometimes, occasionally, someone would take my leads. And then if they did, it would be confirmed when they texted me to invite me for a session, right? So I just share that with you because if you want to know, not that I ever did anything, I'm like, if you stole my leads, you need them more than I do, So I didn't even call them. I didn't care. But at least it let me know, okay, stop that location, someone's taking my leads. I know. So anyway, 2 fake leads in the jar. We tested that out at a tanning salon. The tanning salon friend that worked there of mine, she said no one was entering. So I put like fake ones in. I put like 3. And that day, 7 people entered. True story. So like the fake leads, nobody wants to be the first to do something. All right. The other thing was super good at lead flyers. Oh man, this was so good. So we made up a cool flyer. Now you could go to Canva and create something, but it was essentially because we did makeovers, it was before and after. If you do cooking, it could be cooking show. If it's a keto diet, it could be before and after weight loss. Think about what sort of before and after you have, right? So we put a photo of the before to after, and we put these at college campuses. Women needed for a before and after contest, local reps. We would say the name of the company. Local reps are looking for women of all ages. Actually, maybe we didn't say the name of the company. I think our company didn't allow us to use the company name on any documents, so I don't think we did. Local beauty reps, I think, are looking for women of all ages, over 18 for a before and after contest. We're looking for real women, not just models. You'll receive a this, a that, and a this. If you're interested, text the word glamour. I'll never forget, we went and put this on a community college campus. I printed them on black. It was black ink on fluorescent pink paper. They got put on like every bulletin board across campus. Like this campus was so crazy. They're like, you can't put them up, but we can. We'll put them behind glass and we'll put them all over campus for you. And I'm like, I feel like I should pay you for this. It was the most fantastic thing that's ever happened. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, how many bulletin boards do you have? And they were like 300. Or it was like something insane. Okay. So I give those to them. They put them all over campus. And my phone starts blowing up. Now you might say, well, college kids never have money. No, I know, but college kids sometimes have parents, or college kids sometimes have professors, or they know other people. So when the college kids would come, one of my big strategies was I didn't anticipate I'd sell a lot to those college kids. But when I played my referral game, which I'm going to share in a second, when I played that game, I would say to them, so I need more models that are over the age of 25. So when you play the referral game, you get double points if they're over 25. Okay. So I will, every time I had college girls, if they didn't buy a lot, sometimes they did, but sometimes they didn't, right? I didn't have a lot of money in college. What would happen is they'd refer me to 25 people, 25 and older. And I'll never forget, one girl referred me. She was a college girl. She referred me to a lady that she babysat for named Rachel. Rachel was a lady with like a 3-year-old and like a 7-year-old. She came over. She was listening to my story. She's like, oh my gosh, I need this. Like, I'm losing my mind as a stay-at-home mom. I need to make money. I'm in. She signed up and the next day ordered her big package and got started and joined my team. And I met her because of a lead flyer on a college campus. And so, sometimes in what we do have to shuffle through people. It's not like everybody's a slam dunk. But it's really fun when you find slam dunks because you'll remember them in your journey. And you start to forget all of the shuffling through that you had to do. You will have to shuffle through. It's part of this industry. The amount of rejection I faced was infinitely higher than the amount of successes, but I never focused on the rejection. I focused on my wins. I celebrated those and I kept celebrating them. Okay, so flyers, great idea. You can find free images on Pexels, Unsplash, or Pixabay. So if you want to have a before and an after and you want to have a good image, that's where you can find some free images. So super fantastic. All right, so this is the fabulous game. This was the game changer for me. I talk about it a lot in my book. Comment free book if you'd like to win. I'm going to pick someone in the chat in the next 2 minutes. I'm picking a winner. Free book. It's do it anyway, girl. All right, but anyway, what I share in here and what I'll share right now is I started to play this game when I had these people in front of me that I worked so hard with these lead jars to get and with these lead flyers to get because I was way too shy to approach people. Still am today, wouldn't approach people. What I started to do was when they were in front of me, and you can do this in person, but you can also do this online. When they were in front of me watching me, I'd say, okay, we're playing a game. Does anyone here like to win prizes? Is anyone here competitive? Right? Some of you that are half listening to me right now, when I said, who wants to play a game? Does anyone want to win prizes? Your eyes perked up like most people's will, right? And you were listening. You're like, this sounds amazing. What is this? Okay, so this is a competition. And I didn't play this in the beginning because at the beginning, they don't know if they like you. They're just trying to figure out if you're normal or you're going to try to sell everything to them. And are you annoying? So as long as you're chill and cool and you do your presentation and they like you and you haven't like overdone it, which I'm going to share about how to give a good presentation, they're going to like you, right? So I played this kind of towards the end before I was closing to get them something to buy from me. I did it before then. So it's right when the presentation ends. They feel great. They had a great result. And now we're going to play a game. Okay. So this is your chance to give your friends the gift of whatever: pampering, cooking, wine tasting, whatever you do. Okay. If you have anyone in your life who's fabulous and you think they deserve something like you've experienced today, you put their name and their number on this sheet. Okay. The sheet has 20 lines on it. Okay. Circle text if we should text them, circle call if we should call them. And there's a point system. Anyone over 25 counts for 2 points, and anyone 18 to 24 counts for 1 point. So they just have to be 18 or older. Now, my original fabulous sheet, oh my gosh, my original fabulous sheet, it came to me in a dream one night. I was literally on a call the night before. A friend of mine who was a top leader had another top leader on, and she's like, girls, at all my parties, everyone's giving me referrals. I just have them flip over their little profile sheet and write on the back. There's really nowhere to write it. They just write it all over the words. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, that's messy. I feel like it's messy for them to write all over this area that wasn't really meant to be written on. I'm like, what if we actually made this a game and we had a sheet and we gave them the sheet and it looked like it was a very legitimate thing? So that night I get out of bed at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, I don't know what to call this. I can't think. It's 3 a.m. I will call it the fabulous game. I'm not kidding. I called it that. Right. And so if you Google the fabulous game, this has gone on because it works so good. And people all just changed. They just called it the fabulous game. And I'm like, that was my very silly name. I could have called it the unicorn game. But I was like, who wouldn't want to play the fabulous game? It's a fabulous game. Okay. So my original one was pretty wonky. I made it in Word because that's all I had. Now with Canva, oh man, you can make it so pretty. So all you got to do is click on this. I've given you the Canva template for this. It's way prettier. So you can come right into Canva. Oh, my Canva is being really wacky today. It's making me sign in and something's wrong. Either way, it's okay. I'm just going to go back. When you get in there, you'll be able to edit it and make it your own. So if the verbiage is not correct for your industry, you can change it and you can use it. So that's the fabulous game. Now my document's reloading again. Please hold. The workbook's so massive. It's just very massive. So there's a lot of loading that has to happen. All right. And if you're wondering why the first page of the workbook's that and the second one's light, because for those of you that didn't want to waste a bunch of ink, I made you 2 different covers to pick from. That was why there's 2. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the fabulous game. So there you go. You can change that in Canva, print it, make it your own, give it to your team, whatever. All right. Then we started to play a game called Deal or No Deal. So Deal or No Deal was during the party after the fabulous game. And you could do this online, on a live presentation. You can play the fabulous game. You can also play Deal or No Deal. So all of this can be played in both scenarios. So Deal or No Deal, script on how to play Deal or No Deal. Okay, so all right, guys, we just finished the fabulous game. Congratulations, Sarah. You get to wear this crown and this boa, and you also get this amazing prize because you are the winner. Congratulations. Now, whatever. The prize could have been, I went to Bath and Body Works and their candles were on sale for $5, or I found a cool mug at Marshall's for $2.99, put a little tool in it, made it look cute. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's the thought that counts. So don't think you have to give away everything. You're running a business, so you want to be careful with what you're spending on your giveaways. They don't anticipate anything large. So keep your expenses in check. Okay, so now I just passed out these little cards. These are called Deal or No Deal cards. Now, and you could put them in an envelope if you want. You can laminate one side Deal or No Deal. The back is what they get. We used to put them in envelopes so they'd open the envelope. But when you were with like 50 people a day, you were going through so much envelopes that we eventually were like, okay. You could also buy little boxes that they, lift the lid. You could just something reusable that would just stay on the table. So you could get real creative with this. But this is called Deal or No Deal. Has anyone ever watched the Deal or No Deal on TV? Okay, this is our version of the game. So the way the game works, I'm Howie Mandel, but I have hair. and we're going to play Deal or No Deal. So here's the deal. I just handed out a card to you. It shows you the 3 different types of parties that you can pick from. So there's the first party if we've got this, and at that party, you're going to receive this, this, and this. It's like the mommy and me event, right? Second party is this. We're going to do the whatever. So we did a smoky eye workshop. Third event is a pajama, tuck me into bed pajama party. And here's what you're going to get at that, this, this, and this. So we're like, it's amazing, right? So the way the game works is you say deal if you'd like to come back. You want to pick one of these parties. You want to invite a few friends and you want to win a prize. There is a prize inside your envelope, my friends. It's awesome too. Okay. And you say no deal if you don't want to come back. You don't want to pick party. You don't want to pick a party. You don't want to invite friends and you hate winning prizes. That's how I would say it. right? So sell the deal one. And then the way I unsold was, and say no deal if you don't want to come back, you don't want to pick a party, you don't want to invite friends, and you hate winning prizes. I would say it just like that. And then they would just laugh like, this lady's nuts, which is fantastic. That's what you want. And then they would say, I go, okay, Sally, you deal or no deal. Now, or you don't want to pick the mean lady. You know, the mean one. She's like, meh. Don't pick her. Pick the one that's like, this, yeah, I want to do. Like she's whispering, she's pointing at the card. She's already committing to what party she wants. Pick her first. Sarah, you're up. Deal or no deal? Deal. Okay, yay, everyone cheer. Okay, Jessica, deal or no deal? Deal. Okay. Now, you might not remember everybody's name because you have such high volume you're dealing with. That's okay. You could just point. But if you can remember people's names, that's huge. Or when they come in, you put a little name tag in front of them, just like on a folded little card. If you had a little card, put their name. People love to be called their name. All right. So now we're going to write your prize at the top of your profile card and write the party that you're interested in. And at the end of this appointment, I'm going to set the date when I'm going to sit with you one-on-one to get back together again. Okay. So this works super well if you're a home party rep, or you want people to be exposed to a different part of your product line. All of us have a ton of products in our product line that can be put into different little categories. I didn't show everything in the first appointment. I showed 7 products. We had about 100 products. So 7 at this one, I'll show 7 at this one, and I'll give them different themes. So what I did here is I gave you the templates for deal or no deal, so you can make them your own. Just scan that. That'll go into Canva. And then here's the party options. You can change up any of this also in Canva. So that's my training. I'm at 16 minutes and 38 seconds. Now I must go. I love you. The next training is going to be on online lead